Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, words of my brethren in Costa Rica. Shout out to Costa Rica. And speaking of Costa Rica, we're going to talk about Costa Rica's very own, because she just fought recently. I want to show the women's boxing a little love right now. I wanted to talk about Hanna Gabriels, man. She had a fight with Clutcher Shields, and I thought she gave a fantastic account of herself, man. Some people even went as far as to say that they thought she deserved a draw. I don't think she deserved. I don't think she deserved a draw, but I mean, I think it was a close fight. She looked really, really good, and nobody's pushed Clutcher Shields the way she's pushed Clutcher Shields. So it was a good experience for Clutcher Shields. She got knocked on her ass, but I really wanted to talk about Hanna Gabriels, man, because you know I'm not gonna sit here and feel like I know everything about women's boxing. Like I know some things about women's boxing. I would be led to believe that I know more about women's boxing than the majority of people that I talk to, just because I've studied it more. Not everybody, but the majority. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know much about Hanna Gabriels. I knew she was a world champion, but in women's boxing, the title of world champion doesn't necessarily mean as much, right? Because there's the talent pool isn't as deep as men. If you're a woman, let's say if you're a middleweight and you're a middleweight who's flexible, who can move down 154, go to 168. You're lucky if you have three like top level opponents around those two or three weight classes. If you're if you're the top of the division. With that being said, man, what I'll say is this, man. Hanna Gabriel is a classy champion. She's a classy champion. First of all, let's start off with her performance. She knocked Clarissa Shields right on her ass in the first round, hit her with an uppercut, knocked Shields' mouthpiece out, and it was a moment for Clarissa Shields of challenge, and it was a challenge. Clarissa was challenged. Clarissa was, just she was put in a position she hadn't been in the pro ranks yet, because Clarissa's been fighting a lot of overmatched opponents, and for Hanna Gabriels, she's picked up some good wins in recent memory. She scored a unanimous decision over Callie Reese, who many of us know just fought Cecilia Brækhus and knocked her down. Ironically, I never knew this. So for those of you who don't know, I live in Dania. In Dania, we have a boxing gym. I would say roughly 20 minutes from where I live, and that gym is known as Canino's Boxing Gym. I gotta go there one of these days to do some videos, but. At Canino's Boxing Gym, we have Bonnie Canino, who's a former women's boxing world champion, and then Bonnie gets help from her friend Yvonne Reese, who was also a women's fighter, and apparently Yvonne, who I actually know personally, fought Hanna Gabriel in 2009, and she lost Hanna via unanimous decision. But no, Hanna Gabriel, from everything I found out, is nothing but class personified, class in the ring. She does have this bad habit of boxing with her hands down, kind of like a Roy Jones Jr.-ish type of style. But she's very quick. She's very agile, even though she's been up there in age. She's 35 years old. Very, very good fighter. I would like to see more of Hanna Gabriel. Truth be told, man, I never knew of her until this fight. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really know much about her. But she could fight, man. And if her plans are to keep boxing, I would be more than happy to see her fight. Let's see. She's at 154. On 154, some names that I see that I recognize. You have the likes of Michaela Lauren. Michaela Lauren's a girl that Cecilia Brækhus fought. So maybe a Michaela Lauren fight would be in the cards. 31-5 from Sweden. She's a good fighter. You have the likes of. Let me see if I can find any names I recognize. I don't really recognize many of these names, to be honest with you, in a weight class. But I mean, she's around 160. So maybe in the future, if you want to get her to fight someone like Christina Hammer. That could be an option to look to, but just the way she handled herself in the ring against Clarissa Shields, she was coming up in weight. What was she? No, Clarissa was coming down in weight, I should say. Right? I think Clarissa was coming down in weight. Let's see. Let me make sure I have my facts noted here. I believe Clarissa was coming down in weight. Clarissa, they fought at 160. Yeah, they fought at 160. So. Clarissa was fighting her at 160. Cannon was coming up from 154, so she's a smaller girl fighting a bigger fighter. And I'll be honest with you, man, if you never told me that, Hannah was a smaller fighter, and you didn't remind me of that, I would have thought she looked right at home to me. She looked right at home to me, and even though she lost, the way she handled it, she said, "Hey, Clarissa was a better fighter on the night." Even though some people thought she won or got a draw, they asked her about like who what do you think about Costa Shields? Is she the best? She said hey, Jesus Christ is the best. So you can just tell that Hanna Gabriels is very, very humble, and she's very, very classy, and she can fight her ass off. And I would love to see her fight again. I would like to see her in there with Christina Hammer, Tori Nelson. Maybe you put her in there with the likes of let me see. Go to middleweight. You put her in there with the likes of Raquel Miller is another one. I'm naming girls at 160 now because she's proven she can hang at 160. She can hang. I mean, you can hang close to Shield. You can hang at 160 with the rest of them. Maybe like Raquel Miller. Maybe someone like I'm trying to think. I'll recognize a lot of these girls' names, but yeah, Raquel Miller, Christina Hammer, even Tori Nelson. That could be a good undercard fight. A fight that she should win. Showtime, all the networks. There's not really many women's fighters that I can say that I would love to see fight again, but Hanna Gabriels is one of them. She can definitely fight. She punches really. She's really kind of like she punches from weird angles too. She kind of moves like Roy Jones, but she's obviously not as fast as Roy Jones or as hard as Roy Jones, but she moves kind of like him. Boxes in the same stance. Just gave Clarissa Shields, who many regard as one of the top 3 pound for pound women's boxers in the world. I think that's debatable. I still think you got to put the likes of Cecilia Brækhus, Amanda Serrano, and I would even say Katie Taylor, who's done a little more than her. You'd have to put over Clarissa Shields. But I mean, she's definitely got a case. I mean, I'm not mad at it if people want to put her top 3. She's definitely done a lot in her career thus far, and she's gonna do more because that Christina Hammer fight should be any time now. But Hanna Gabriels, just want to make this video to say, because sometimes these fighters watch my videos. Hanna Gabriels, you watch this video, classy champion. I would love to see you again. I think you're a good ambassador for women's boxing, and you fought someone that literally lives in the same city as me, so I never knew that. That's pretty cool to find out. And little known fact as well, Hanna Gabriels is Costa Rica's only female world champion. She's the only female, not just female, but I believe she's the only world champion, period, to ever come out of Costa Rica. So that's a very interesting thing to know. I only know of one other Costa Rican fighter. I don't think she's a world champion. Let me see. Yeah, she's not a world champion. So the Costa Rican fighter I'm thinking of that challenge for a world title at minimum weight, that's a female, is the very lovely Costa Valle, who she's 13-2, 6 KOs. She's challenged for a world title twice in her last 2 fights. She's lost both of them, most recently a couple days ago. So Costa Rica will still wait for another champion. But for the time being, the only world champion to ever come out of Costa Rica, male or female, is Hanna Gabriels, and she represented the island of Costa Rica very well, much better than the Costa Rica represented the country in the World Cup, because they were abysmal. But shout out to Hanna Gabriels for what was a better fight than I expected, and I really enjoyed the fight. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. Who do you think Hanna Gabriels should fight next? Leave your comments down below, and like I said in every video, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just giving dang it. So until next time, take care, guys.